Hi, I'm Zach, and I have an offer to study engineering at Corpus Christi College, Cambridge. Coming into lower sixth, I had already decided that I wanted to study engineering, and I knew that I was going to apply to Oxbridge. The engineering courses at both universities are reasonably similar, but from asking students and alumni of both courses at the speed networking event, I found that Cambridge had more of a practical focus, which drew me to that course. It was also helpful that Cambridge's entrance exam was the same as entrance exams for Imperial, so I would only have to prepare for one paper if I applied for Cambridge. Over last summer, Eltham College put me into contact with an OE mentor and a subject mentor, who were both extremely helpful when I was writing my personal statement. By the time I sent my application off, they were probably sick of reading it and offering improvements. During lower sixth, I did a lot of wider reading around engineering, and this was good to mention in my personal statement. However, it was also important that each book leads on from the previous one and you do other things that are relevant to your research, such as experiments or derivations. You want to show a journey of genuine interest and understanding rather than a bibliography of impressive sounding books which you didn't really get. This leads me on to preparation for the entrance exams. For both universities, it is very important to do well in these, as they reject a good number of candidates before interview if they perform poorly. Attending physics extension classes and doing every single engineering assessment paper from both the previous and current specifications was beneficial to my performance, as was the mock exam the school organised in September. For me, the actual content I had to learn was mainly lower sixth and GCSE topics, but this may not be the case for other subjects, so it's important to check the specification. Over October half term, I was given a mock interview with an OE by the school, which was very helpful. It gave me practice for working through the style of interview questions and talking through my thought process. And in fact, one of the questions Michael gave me actually came up in my real interview. After I'd been invited to interview, I organised as many mock interviews with Mr. Whitaker and Dr. Pender as I possibly could, and tried to work through as many of the problems on iwanttostudy.engineering.org as feasible in the time I had remaining. Although the interview will mainly be technical questions, there will be a few questions about your personal statement, and you should be prepared to discuss any part of it. My interviewers asked me about the things I had least expected to be asked about, but since I knew my personal statement inside and out, I was able to answer them. To summarise, you need to show a genuine interest in your chosen subjects, your entrance exams are very important, and do as many mock interviews as humanly possible. I hope you found this useful, and good luck in your application process.